What's going on, boys? How you doing? Raji, Ginger, Arden, how you guys doing? Let's get right into it. I got somewhere to be. I will try to go over everything as quick as I can. SPY, obviously very bullish close. Like I told you guys yesterday, a lot of people abandoned their calls yesterday. They got scared out of their calls. They jumped in expensive puts for next week, thinking, oh, we have the Fed, we have OPEX. Market has to come down at one point, right? So my thinking is market has to screw all those put buyers before it starts actually going down. So that's what you've seen today. All those put buyers got absolutely destroyed. I told you guys inflation would probably come in line. They warned us about it yesterday. You guys seen Joe Biden came out and said the inflation numbers don't include the recent data from energy. And that's exactly what we got. We got a gap up, we got a dip, and then we got an absolute ripper. Big call out to T. He took SPY calls right here, I believe. Sold them for a great gain, but oh my god, those would have been play of the month. We also hit SPY scalps 4 times today. What's up, Yash? How you doing? A great day, you know what I mean? The only thing that was a problem was Amazon waited till the end to go. We should have been more patient with it. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Hope you guys enjoyed the premium chat for all you free members. But this is what we do every day. We got a pre-market, we got a post-market, we got plays called out, we got a bunch of different traders in the group. Everyone has their own style. Everyone's very, very good at what they do. So just find your style and just adapt to it. You know what I mean? We are more here to teach you guys. All right? We're teaching you lifelong lessons. You guys will never forget these trades and how to trade if you stay. SPY, look at this. We're almost at all-time highs, guys. This is with all the FUD, with all the scared, the new Omicron strain, inflation is huge, economy's crashing, blah, 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 blah. And SPY is only $2 off all-time highs. So next week, especially, this just looks like this sucked in. You know how many people bought puts here thinking it was the end of the world? So many people on December 3rd. That was last Friday when we crushed puts for like thousands of percent, 600, 800%. And then we sold them all. We only held free runners into Monday, took those off quickly, changed into bulls real quick, and look at this market action. Just straight up in a line all week. Next week, if we get continuation, the only level to watch is 473.54, which is all-time high on SPY. Complete V-shaped recovery. And why would you doubt it, guys? It's been like this all year. Big dump, V-shaped recovery. Big dump, V-shaped recovery. Big dump, V-shaped recovery. Right here, big dump, V-shape, V-shape, V-shape. It's been the same story since pandemic started. The Fed has our backs. They keep printing money. It's awful for the economy. The stock market has nothing to do with the economy, I'm telling you right now. Inflation at all-time highs, and we are almost at all-time highs in SPY. Why do they do that? You guys have to understand market psychology. How many people were scared about that inflation number? How many people think the market's going to crash? They all jump in expensive ass puts and the market screws them. And when they start ripping the market, they sit out 3, 4, 5. They be miserable. They're like, oh, like this is fake. This is going to come back down. They're going to rip the market until all those people become believers. They jump back in long. That's when they dump the market. So just remember that in your head. I've seen it over and over and over again. I don't say this I don't type out the stuff on Discord just for fun. It's stuff I've seen before. So QQQ a little farther off all-time highs. We need to get over this 398.78 level. If we get over 398.78 on Qs next week, today we got within 50 cents of it. 398.78 close above that, and we should be off to all-time highs. And again, there's a longer term channel we're working in here. You see this weekly channel all the way from September of last year. So you just see it ride it all the way up. We didn't quite get to the bottom of it this time. If we do roll over next week, which is definitely possible with all this stuff, guys. What's up, RS? How you doing? If we do roll over next week, we might come and touch the bottom of this channel, but I don't think we'll break down unless something really serious changes. Like obviously they're going to taper. Everyone knows they're going to taper now. People are going to buy puts and it's going to be the same story as today, as you guys seen this week. So anytime people expect a crash, that is the least possibility of a crash is going to happen. What they do is people expect a crash, they rip it until they're all broke, and then they crash the market when they all go long again, so they're double broke. Trust me, I have no perma bears. I know exactly what they think. I know what they're doing. XLF still bear flag here. I'm not convinced on XLF yet. Personally, just financials. This is just ugly. If we take out 39.50, then I'll start believing in financials again. But until we get back into this range, this is just a bear flag. You guys see this big move down, and now we're just bouncing to get out all the bears, and then they might break it down to the 200-day. Again, this is the only number that matters to me. It might have changed today, 36 Now it's over 37. I can't even see. It's all blue. 3708. So this number has changed to 3708. I'm going to delete it there. 3708 is a 200-day on financials. If XLF rolls over from this bear flag, watch for 3708 for the next support. Other than that, XLF, we don't really trade banks here anyways, except for Raji crushes GS. Held some IWM into the weekend. Why did I hold IWM into the weekend? Okay. Huge support here, right? Obviously held. Anyone that told you this support didn't hold, they're stupid. But we had 4 chances to break it. The Bears fumbled the ball. The Bulls took back over, ripped up, came down, filled that gap, bounced off the bottom, and I expect a gap up on Monday. Why do I expect a gap up? 4 hour is right in the middle RSI, but stochastics are way down here, sensing a momentum move to the upside is about to come. You go to 2 hours, right at the bottom, stochastics saying we're going to move up. You guys see last time we were down here? Look at the move we got. Look at the stochastics, how they took us up. Look at this rip. Look at last time on 2 hour right here. Big rip. Last time right here. Big rip. So just, the momentum tells me we're going to pop up, gap up at least on Monday. If we don't gap up and open flat, even if we open down, these are still going to go up, in my opinion, unless there's some crazy news that changes the whole narrative. I think IWM will pay us. That's why I took next Wednesday, so we have time. Even on Monday, if it opens flat, we have time for this rip to catch it. That's why I took IWM. Even if you look at the hourly, bro, look at this. I bought them right here when the RSI was down here. So RSI almost oversold, stochastics right near the lows. And every single time, guys, come on, look at this. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Every single time, whether it does it in after hours, which is usual for IWM recently, it usually pops and drops the most during after hours activity. So just remember that. That's why I wanted to hold it into Monday instead of waiting for Monday. You guys see this move? We closed at 220.50. Next day we were at 223. $3 move on IWM overnight. Right here where it was bearish. Obviously, look at the stochastics are way up here. This would have been an obvious short for me, right? If I seen it. Very easy to see what I'm seeing, right? The patterns. Wow, Dow Jones just ripping. Everything just ripped. Look at this bullish candle, all green. They're buying the dip. It's very obvious. VIX breaking down. VIX broke under the 50-day and the 200-day all in one day. Very, very bullish. So let's see if the VIX continues down here. And if you zoom out on VIX, it's usually just a compression and then a pop, and then it comes back down. Compression, pop, come back down. Compression, pop, come back down. And just go over the chart. You guys can see. I'm not going to say it 50 times over and over again, right? So it just compresses for a while. There's one big volatile spike, and then it comes back down. It's been the same way since the beginning of COVID. It's been almost the same way since the beginning of time, except for the March COVID, when COVID first came. Obviously, look at that follow through, but that was circumstances that are beyond our control, right? SPX, you guys already know. Let's go over some charts here on some plays. Moderna, absolute beauty. We'll go over that one a bit. SE is just breaking down. So obviously, long term, the stock looks broken right now. They released another short on it today. Best short idea from whatever, Muddy Waters, whatever the hell, Hindenburg. And I hate all those people. They're all scam artists. I mean, they all load puts, they load short stock, and then they put out an article. Right, so it's the easiest job in the world. It's the easiest trade in the world. But other than that, I mean, SE long term, I'm still holding some equity. I did scale out, I told you guys. But long term, I still love this company. I'm not worried at all for SE. I think this is Amazon in 2013. I think this is $1,000 stock in a few years. Holding all my SE equity, not worried about it at all. I'm going to study into covered calls. I'm going to start writing those on this equity. Other than that, I'm just looking, I'll probably add soon, just as soon as the market starts fixing itself. Right now, the indexes make us look very, very bullish, but the internals on the index are not that good. All the growth stocks are getting absolutely smashed. They're down 50 to 80 to 90% from highs. Like SE, obviously, you see Jumia, you can see, used to be a almost $70 stock, and now we're trading at $13. You got Space here, another growth company. Used to be $62, now we're trading in the 15s. Like, it's obvious. You can look at anything. Even Palantir came down. Palantir looking at, it's at $19, but at one point it was trading 45. You guys can go through it yourself. A lot of these growth companies just absolutely Zoom. Used to trade at 588 bucks. Now you can get it for 185. Whoever liked it at 588, they must love it at 185. That's all I gotta say. But growth stocks are getting pummeled. The ones holding up this market is Fang. Well, not Amazon, but Amazon's a little turd. So the reason we took Amazon for next week, first of all, this looks like a head and shoulder setup. Shoulder, head, shoulder, breakdown. But it tends to hold the neckline. As you guys see here, it holds the neckline and starts ripping. So that's why we took Amazon. Obviously, it waited till the end of the day to rip. It just wanted to crush our options. I'm sorry to tell you guys that's what the market maker was thinking. It sucked in a bunch of Amazon buyers early. We were just early. We were not wrong. We were early. We closed at 34.44. If you took the Amazon 34.50, we called at the end of the day right here at 30 cents. This is the wedge I had drawn out since the afternoon. If you took it here, it was 30 cents. I think they closed over $2. So that's almost 500%. You almost got 500% on those calls within half an hour if you waited. We got sucked in here. The market maker obviously sucked us in. Why do I say obviously? Look at this volume. Look at this sell volume. And then look at this buy volume. And then look at this candle. They sucked in everyone here on the calls. And then just reversed it back down. So you have to pay attention to this kind of stuff. Fridays, let's wait. Next Friday, if I try to take a lotto before end of day, just remind me. Unless I'm scalping SE or something, we wait till 3:30 or later and we'll crush it. Well, today it started at 3:20ish, even 3:05. Okay, so let's write this down actually. Amazon Lotto Friday after 3 p.m. Alright, so just as a little reminder, wait for Amazon until 3 p.m., guys. Or else the market maker is going to screw us again. Walmart, absolutely play of the day. Look at this clear support, guys. Very clear support. Hit the support, rip. Hit the support, rip. Rip to 152. Rip to 152. Hit the support, rip to 152. So we're on our second roll up. If I hit 100% on these, I'm going to roll them up again. Maybe 155s, maybe 160s if I'm feeling spicy, you know, who knows. But Walmart looks absolutely fantastic. And I do believe it goes to 152. One of the reasons I believe it is because of this. Look at this. 6.6% day on Costco, almost all-time highs. 560.78 is all-time high. Oh, we did hit all-time high. Yeah, Costco all-time highs today. Looks like the highest close too. Very, very bullish. Look at the volume in here. Tea and Turkey crushed this one. Congratulations. But yeah, Walmart, I think it goes to 152. Just need to give it some time. Walmart does move slow. Today was abnormal, 2% day, as you guys seen the chart intraday. Yesterday, when these options closed, the 140s, they were up like 80%. They opened up this morning, 90%. When they went down here, my options were up like 5%. I was like, shoot, I should have sold. Then I zoomed out, I looked at the daily, and I said, there's nothing wrong with this chart. It's just going to W up. That's exactly what it did. Support, suck in call buyers here, flush them out, and then go when no one's in, except for LP. So Walmart 152. I'm expecting. Tesla looks like a mess here. It's all over the place. Tesla's gambling right now. There was a wedge. We broke down. We retested and dumped from the retest. So Tesla can run back up and retest the wedge. Maybe that would be a short opportunity. Other than that, I don't really see a play on Tesla. We are holding the 50-day. Yesterday we closed over the 50-day. Today we closed over the 50-day. So keep that 50-day on your minds. It's $1,006. It's an important level on Tesla, especially through the selling. Elon selling yesterday, everyone selling. We still held over the 50-day, and today we closed above it as well. So 1006 is a 50-day, very important on Tesla. Airbnb, obviously our calls are down a little bit. I did not expect that this morning. Like, what the hell is this dump? I did not expect that at all. But the good thing is we have two layers of support here. So this is the first support, this is the second support, and this is the demand zone. So people are obviously buying in the demand zone, right? So what I'm seeing right now is we broke below it. We went, touched the 200-day, then absolutely ripped. So this is what I mean. This is a little secret no one will teach you. Floor traders know about this. When a strong stock goes under the 200-day and reclaims it from the downside, algos start buying. So algorithms are buying this stock here. As soon as it reclaimed here, and look at it, went up 8.5%. Went back up, retested this resistance, and it looks like a little inverse head and shoulders is forming here. I'll show you what I mean. I can't get rid of these lines. It's very messy, but you guys get my point, I hope. So it just looks like this is a shoulder here, this is a head here, and this is the third shoulder forming again. So we just retested the support, and next level up, I think we'll go all the way to 190. So let's see if we got a gap up and go on Monday, and then we can get some money for these calls. HD, I don't even really want to go over. I hate this stock. Put premiums are so weird. Call premiums, I don't think I've ever played it long. Actually, I have, but back in the day, I don't remember it. It definitely looks strong, especially with Costco numbers and Walmart ripping. Home Depot should go. Lowe's should go. What the hell is this? LOW. Yeah, Lowe's is at all-time highs. Costco all-time highs. Walmart's not even close. Mind brain fart. What was it? Oh my god. Alright, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Roku. Let's move on. Roku. Big gap up. This is actually huge news, guys. The Roku news. The biggest reason Roku was going down was because Google was ending their partnership. Yesterday we got a gap up and go is 18% move up. Yesterday we gave it all back. And now if Roku retests this gap, so if it fills this gap, I will jump back in calls. The gap is down at 220.54. I got an alert. I just showed you guys 220.54 fills on Roku. I will definitely jump back in calls. One of the reasons is the news is huge. Second reason is we have been down for a long time, right? The weekly is probably still oversold on this. We are due for a few week bounce on this. Look at this. We're just starting to curl up on the RSI. Just still stochastics are way down there. So 220.54 trades on Roku. I will take calls 3 or 4 weeks out. And another reason is look at this declining volume. What is this volume? Look at this buying volume. It's like 4x what today's selling volume was. There was just no one buying Roku today. There was no one selling. It was just very little buying. So wait for 220.54 next week, and I'm going to jump in calls heavy on this Roku. Apple, just an absolute monster. I mean, you can draw all the wedges you want. You can draw whatever you want. When they want to take a stock, they want to take it. This weekly channel, it broke up. And QQQ is actually in the same channel, which is interesting. So if QQQ can do the exact same thing, guys, remember that. These channels are just meant for probabilities, not guarantees. Apple just showed you what can happen with strength, with money. When the market gets weak, when people get scared, they run to Apple. So nothing really to say about it. Great play. Congrats if you're in. And if you're not in, I would not chase up here. I would wait for a retest of this channel that I'm talking about right here. It would be around 172-ish. That's not a solid number because if tomorrow it does it, it'll be around 172. The channel gets higher and higher as you go along, as you guys see. So wait for a retest. If you do want Apple, Apple's run a lot. It's been 6 days straight. It's got to let these 8-day and 21 days move with it. And what do I mean by that? Every single time it gets far away from the 21-day, it takes a dip. Every single time. I've watched this stock so much. Look how far the 21-day got away from it. It kept going for a while, though. I'm not saying it's going to happen next week, but the farther away it is, the more risk you have. It's not a momentum stock. It's a value stock. People own it. They don't really trade it. Sorry to copy Jim Cramer. But here's Moderna. We were watching the premiums on this all week, the 350s for January 21st. I wanted it near the 200-day moving average. It got there on Monday, but it never went back there. Monday was when I went over the chart. Keep an eye on it, I said. Tuesday we hit a low of 263. No, Tuesday. I think Wednesday I started watching it. I was waiting for it to get back to the 200-day. Yesterday I wanted to get in so badly, but it didn't touch the 200-day. Today we got a gap down, and it's the same story as Walmart, guys. We gap down under the 200-day. If we get back over 265 on Moderna, algos should start buying the stock. 265. And on those options, the thing is, they're going to move very, very quickly. A 5 or 10 point move in Moderna boost those options like 20-30%. And if we have a monster day like we're used to on Moderna, those options are going to be like 5x. This is another one I'm keeping an eye on, ASML. Nothing really yet. Let's just wait for it. Chips need more strength. Alibaba here. T really likes this one. There's an investors day next week. I mean, if this isn't the bottom, then where's the bottom, right? $0. Could go down. But if they announce good stuff on that investor day, I do think it goes up. I wanted to join him, but I already joined the ATVI play, so I left this one alone. Let's see if it can get going. The first stop is 8-day moving average. We need a close above 125.36. Yeah, so we need to get over 125.36, and then 135 is the next level on Alibaba. ATVI just super beaten up. I mean, solid company. I sent you guys the financials the other day. They make a lot of money. They're very undervalued, but that CEO with the sexual assault stuff is very tricky. That's why I took December 31st. I wanted a couple extra weeks just to let this play out. The weekly does look ugly, I'm not going to lie, but it is due for a little bounce, at least a temporary bounce. This is the first green week in 3 weeks. So almost in a month, this is the first green week. Decent volume. If the CEO steps down, you're gonna see a big move in the stock upwards because the financials are solid. Everything about the company is solid. It's just about the CEO. As soon as he steps down, it's gonna fly, and everyone's gonna be chasing it. So we're trying to get in before that. That's T's thinking. That's why I followed him. I've been watching this stock too. If you do not want to play options on ATVI, I love equity long term. Just at these levels, it's very undervalued both financially, and the technicals are starting to line up kind of. If we bounce next week, I see continuation into the end of the year. And just a thought into the end of the year here. After today, especially, I do think there'll be dips, maybe for Fed next Wednesday, maybe for OPEX next Friday. But the Santa rally is in full effect. It's usually the last 2 weeks before Christmas, and that lines up perfectly with the Fed finishing next week and the CP and the OPEX next Friday. So let's kill it. Thank you guys for attending. To all the free members today, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys made some money. Before you guys start jumping in trades, try to learn why you're taking the trade and what you're doing in the trade. Don't just follow blindly. And thank you guys for attending. I'll see you guys on Sunday.